Welcome, lovely Leo, to your reading for January 2022. This is Mermaid Song Tarot, and I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I always bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. And I ask that the messages that we receive, are clear, concise, and for the highest good of all parties involved. As always, you want to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is a general reading. Not every part of it will be for everyone. And this reading is for your sun, moon, and rising sign. You may want to take a look at the other videos for your moon and rising signs to get a more clear, complete picture of how the month will play out for you. All right, let's get a start here. Now, I do my readings according to the elements. We've got 5 cards here, and the first one is going to be about Earth. The Earth element is all about our resources. This corresponds to the suit of Pentacles in the tarot. How our resources are doing in the month of January. All right, so don't be scared. We've got the Death card as your first card for your Earth, your resources. This indicates that you're going to have great change happening for you in the month of January. Now, don't be scared about this. The Death card is a card of change. It is one of the biggest changes that we experience as humans here in physical bodies. And so what I would say for this is you're probably going to be looking at making some major changes in your resources in the month of January to set you up for the new year. This could be you deciding that you're going to go on a new diet. Maybe you're going to decide that you want to save X amount of dollars every paycheck. Maybe you've decided that you want to change and you're going to completely change your career. Quit that job and open up your own business, or look for a completely new career. Perhaps you've decided that now's the time you're finally going to take care of yourself for once in your life, and so you're going to make some major changes in that area. Maybe you've decided that you're going to move. All of these things are things that have to do with your resources, and so major change is on the horizon for you in January of 2022. This could also be a change in how you see your resources. So keep in mind that a lot of people think it's outer change that's happening. Sometimes it's just a big inner change that really changes your perspective on how you're looking at those things. All right, let's take a look at the element of air. Now, the element of air, which is swords in the tarot, corresponds to our thoughts, our mental processes, and our communications. So let's take a look here. You've got the 4 of Pentacles. All right, 4 of Pentacles. This is showing us 4 of Pentacles. Some people say that this card means, you know, holding on to it, being a hoarder, unwilling to let go, and it can mean all of those things. But as far as your thoughts and your communications go, definitely, you want to make sure that you're not going over and over and over the same issues with people over and over again, or in your own mind, right? Let's not let those thoughts go round and round. Let's be able to let go when appropriate. But also it speaks of a firm foundation. The number 4 is the number of stability. So perhaps you've reached a new stability in your thoughts, or perhaps the way that you communicate with a loved one, family member, your love interest. Perhaps you're communicating really solidly in your work environment. Just make sure that you're not beating the thing to death by going over and over it all the time. All right, let's take a look at the element of fire. The element of fire corresponds to our passions, our drives, the things that really light us up, right? That fire in our belly that motivates us to get things done. You've got the 4 of Swords. Now, the 4 of Swords is a card of rest and recuperation. So this says to me that maybe you've had a difficult year of it in this past year, and now you're really needing a rest. You're really needing to just kind of set your sword down, rest from the battle, get some recuperative time. And there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that is the way that we are able to get up and do battle again, right? We have to take a rest. So now is the time for you to maybe your fire's a little dimmed. Maybe you just can't seem to really muster up much enthusiasm for anything at the moment. That's okay. It's okay to have a period of that. What's not okay is to just let that linger on forever and ever. So keep in mind that you're not going to be laying down forever. You're going to get up and drive forward. All right. Next element is the element of water. The element of water, which is cups in the tarot, has to do with our emotions, the way that we feel about things, and the way that we feel about people, places, relationships, how we navigate that, love. Ooh, and there it goes. All right, the High Priestess. Interesting. All right, and a very watery card. Has to do with the water signs, which is great. This is a card of emotion. So it's also the card of hidden things and your intuition. So keep in mind that this month you may have some hidden feelings that come up. Perhaps you've got some things that you just haven't dealt with. Maybe that's why you need to take a rest. Maybe you've just had a lot of emotional upheaval over this past year, and in January it just kind of hit you like a ton of bricks, and you just need to take a moment. That's okay. This may also indicate that there is a secret or some hidden knowledge that comes to light in your relationships. This could be with a loved one, a family member, a friend, or even at work. So bear in mind that your intuition is going to be really strong this month and you need to listen to it, but also take a step back before you take any action. All right, final element is going to be that of spirit. Spirit ties it all together. It's what makes us work. That's your soul. That's your higher self. You know, the thing that connects us to everything else. And, ooh, your soul says you got some big changes coming up. This is very interesting. You've got the Death card and the Tower card on either end. Your soul's saying you've got an upheaval coming on a soul level. An upheaval on a soul level. Okay, so it might not be an upheaval in the physical realm. It might just be on the soul level. You've come to some realizations that really rock your world. And this is necessitating a need for rest. I'm really seeing here that your month is going to be a month of contemplation. You're going to have some big changes to deal with. Even if those changes are only in your mind, in your heart, you're going to need to deal with those changes. And it's going to be a process, right? It's not something that's going to happen overnight. You're going to need to take it a little bit slow. Don't be afraid of it. Change is the only constant. Life is about change, and we're here to change and learn and grow. So there's going to be a tower moment for you. If this is perhaps, most likely, I feel that this is going to be an epiphany that happens to you in the month of January, where you suddenly realize, wow, I've thought of this one way, but all along it's been this other way. Or, wow, I never thought of it that way. And boy, that's really changed my whole worldview. This changes the way that I do things, the way that I see the world, the way that I interact with people. So you're really, at this moment in time, this is going to be a month of contemplation for you. I would suggest that you make sure you meditate on whatever insights that your intuition brings you about this epiphany that is coming. Overall, not a bad reading, but it does show you're going to have a little bit of downtime this month, Leo. So don't get too impatient. Life is a cycle, and it'll be time to roar ahead very, very soon. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Hit the like button and the subscribe button so you can get notified when we have more videos coming out. Thank you so much from Mermaid Song Tarot, and many blessings.